routine to get ready. But once they... take the floor, they're one single unit. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. And Lillard kicks to Grant. Misses the three. Minnesota with the ball. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Chauncey Billups.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Gobert against Simon. Count that one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lillard from outside. That one doesn't drop. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's the three. Conley's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Thibault can't get it to go. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Edwards, and there's the drive. Towns kicks to Gobert. Right side, Edwards. The second effort. Gobert finds Conley. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Off target with the open look.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Lillard outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That's a 2 from Towns. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Now, here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Out to Conley. All sorts of time. And good that time.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
A shot missing. And here are the Timberwolves. They've scored 10 straight.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here's Lillard following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Grant kicks to Lillard. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota leading by 12. Outside Conley. They get the rebound. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got 5.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And a deep three from Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Down low. Lillard, the pass to Simons. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 13-point game. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Lets it go. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. There's 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From deep three-point range, three-pointer Simon. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Defensively. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint for those high percentage looks.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. And the idea to close down the paint.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new-look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long-term.
And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Lillard. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Sharps checked in for Anthony Simons.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. The kick out to Towns. Back to Edwards. Fires the three. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard surveying the D. He dishes it to Grant. Back to Lillard. Grant sets a screen for Lillard. Over Conley. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Back to McDaniel. From 20 feet out. Another miss by Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Thibault. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Driving in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up Shaden Sharp picks one up. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Here's Lillard. The offensive rebound. Thibault on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
6 on the shot clock. Grant with a screen on Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
He's off on the second. And here's Edwards from the arc. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard outside. Pass to Sharp. Grant the pass to Thibault. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Edwards with the drive. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Takes a 3. To the left side wing. Stolen by Conley. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got 8.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Grant against Towns. Grant kicks to Thibault. Lillard outside. Back to Thibault. To end the drought. Gobert knocks it away.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Conley for 3. And they'll get another chance. Towns for 3. And so it's Minnesota in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And it, thank you, David, and we'll be right back after.
12.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the 3, a small forward.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Such a lethal outside sniper. Lillard isn't bashful at looking to pull the trigger from deep.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long. And by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And finished off by Rivers.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Rivers against Simon.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Rivers. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 10. Driving inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Prince wide open. Kept alive, Minnesota. Reed. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
The Timberwolves have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. Here's Simons. Here's Grant. Prince with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 11. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
Watch out below. Grant just showing no regard for the bucket there. Looking like he was trying to tear that thing off.
Rivers gets a wide open look. Hangs on the trifecta. Rivers has got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Simons from outside. Into the lane. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Passes to Rivers. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Nurkic a screen on Rivers. Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Right wing. The pass to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Simons. Takes it inside.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Reddish finds Simon. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Good on the triple.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Shooting for Portland, Anthony Simons. at the line.
And he makes the first but misses the second. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 3. We're going to... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Heading in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Lillard, stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards looking it over. And finished off by Edwards.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Lillard with it. The turnaround, and it's in there.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Towns for 3. The offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brand sets a screen for Lillard.
Well, Lillard always commits to his shot, so he sticks with it despite the foul and gets it off.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Here's Lillard. The shot that time, not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's McDaniels. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves leading by 6. Right side, Edwards. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. No good on the triple. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Fires top of the key. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Lillard's got 11 in the second half. Conley against Grant. Towns for 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Towns is really good at the three-point line. He's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Brand sets a screen for Lillard. For 3. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 24.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Gobert with a screen on Lillard. Offensive rebound. And here's Edwards from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Trailblazers trail by 4. Nurkic the pass to Thibault. It's stolen by Gobert. He kicks to Conley. From past the arc. The shot will not fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Simon's on the wing. Pass to Thibault. The Trailblazers working the ball around now.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
And Edwards with the stop.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And a deep three from Lillard. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And the second free throw drops, and it's an 8-point game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that will put them up by 9.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Now Lillard. From deep. No good there. And so the Timberwolves take the win, even early on in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Reggie Bullock is out there with Josh Green. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Irving in at the 2. Now here's Irving. Conley with some nice D. And Edwards, here we go. McDaniels from long range. Knocks down the triple.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Here's Doncic. And the shot goes down.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Conley. Towns up top. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Well, just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Gobert passes to Edwards. From behind the arc. Kept alive by Minnesota. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Gobert. It's stolen by Doncic. Conley against Irving. The three is up. The shot off that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Fade away. Edwards with it. Green picks him up. It's stolen by Irving. From deep, here's Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give you a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Doncic against McDaniels. 2 points. That one goes.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Nails it from 3.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
And it's McDaniels off the drive.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And it's Irving missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
This is one of those nights, mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Conley goes in, picked his pocket. From deep, here's Doncic. Minnesota with a rebound. So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Conley up top, guarded by Doncic. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Mavericks have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Back to Irving. Pass to Doncic. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Doncic. The Timberwolves have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Conley passes to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, leading by 6. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Kyrie Irving out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Green, and it's Reggie Bullock, and it's McGee in at the 5.
We have learned in a very brief period of time that there is absolutely nothing on a basketball court that Luka Doncic can't do. He is no doubt amongst the very big-time superstars in this league.
Now here's Irving. Yep, that one goes.
Kyrie Irving is elite, finishing on the interior. Don't let the size fool you.
Here's Edwards. Oh, okay then. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Irving, the pass to McGee, and stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. Irving picks him up.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
And how about Luka Doncic? I mean, how remarkable was
BA, his numbers are insane when you consider how young he is. In his career, averaging more than 25 points, over 8 boards, and over 7 assists. Not many players contribute in every aspect of the game like Luka.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8. On the wing, Green, guarded by Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Grant, we always talk about great footwork from post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Now here's Conley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Conley's got 6 points.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a three.
The shot by Hardy, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. McDaniels from long range. Mavericks with the rebound. Outside Irving. McGee, a screen on Conley. Irving for three. And Gobert with a block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. The Mavericks trailing. McDaniels with it. And it's McGee picking him up.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Down low. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Irving. Fades. Out to the wing. In close. And the bucket is good from McGee in deep. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Back to Towns. Over Green. Towns with the ball. Fires the three. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
Right side McDaniels. Hardy grabs the board. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Green for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Conley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Conley's got 8.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Lets the three fly. Mavericks with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds now. The Mavericks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Stolen by Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. From downtown. And they recover it. Three-pointer. The shot by Conley. No good. Here's Hardy. Tipped. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. No good on the shot.
That's the end of the first half.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Mavericks, 18. Let's hear it for the Milwaukee.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Rivers in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Here's Prince. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Hardaway. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point, but he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself.
Here's Ntilikina. It's stolen. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Wood misses.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Alexander Walker hits a three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Will it go? Rebounded by the Timberwolves. There's the triple. Prince can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to Holiday. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Anderson.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Doncic checked in. Here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Prince. There's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here's Prince driving to the basket.
This guy is such a hard-nosed, opportunistic player. You understand with Taurean Prince, you will not outwork him.
Wood misses. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8. That one a little long. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And for Dallas, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. To the left side wing. Here's Hardy. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Anderson.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And we know that last year the Mavs had an issue with rim protection, Doris.
They did, and obviously that is the starting point, BA, for a lot of defenses, so you understand you have to address that. What you know, though, unequivocally, is you have excellent wing defenders on the roster. It's one of the most critical aspects of success in today's NBA. So really, it's about solidifying the paint, and let's see where this team goes from there.
From deep, here's Doncic. Prince grabs the miss. Well, the Timberwolves shooting just 36% in the third. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Prince has got 8.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
And Doncic launches from deep. Dallas again missing. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-4 run. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Anderson. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. No good with the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here's Doncic outside. Fires in the triple. He's got 11.
Listen, this guy has off-the-charts basketball IQ. Luka Doncic understands when to get into that pull-up game.
Now here's Anderson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And Holiday powers it home.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Here's Alexander Walker. Launches it. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court right now for the Mavericks, we've got JaVale McGee, Justin Holiday out there with Josh Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Doncic in at the point. Irving against McDaniels. Irving, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Green against Edwards. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. They get it back to the left wing. Towns for 3. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Irving up top. He's guarded by Conley. Irving, no good.
Listen, that's a looking to hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Jacks up a 3. The shot by Conley, no good. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting only 31% in the game. Doncic against McDaniels. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic, he has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Doncic hits them both, and the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. He's one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
On the wing, Irving. That's tipped. McDaniels from long range. Drops in the 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. From deep, Conley. They get it again. Pass to Towns. Knocks down the step-back Jay. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Edwards for 3. Conley finds Edwards. Goes up from the top of the key. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Green for 3. And stolen by Edwards. Left side Conley. And it's off from 3-point range.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Pass to McGee. Doncic with it. He's guarded by Conley. And it's Doncic missing. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. The shot by Conley, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Holiday from long range. Here's McGee, kicks it to Doncic.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Mike Conley.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
From deep, here's Doncic. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
It's stolen by Holiday. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Three-pointer off the mark. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The three ball. McDaniels, that's good.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Conley. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just, Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.
Sports. NBA action is coming, and it's conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Green is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Doncic, and it's Powell in at the 5. Doncic looking it over. Driving to the basket. Drops in the layup for 2.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And it's Grant in the corner. Lillard way outside. They grant their own miss. Kicks it out to Grant. Here's Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Here he goes. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
A pro at working the pick and roll. Simons just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Doncic. Yes, that goes in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? They're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Dallas making a switch here. McGee's checked in.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming year.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the dunk by Doncic.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
Yeah, that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
The Mavericks have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. There's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And without much left to prove, Doncic still trying to hone the consistency of that 3 ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
The drive by Green, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint. The backcourt today as good as it gets, and they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Here's Doncic. Tries again, the shake, and that's 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 14 points.
And he's become a true warrior on the backboard. Doncic understands how to position himself on that offensive board.
Lillard from outside trains it from beyond the arc.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Thibault kicks to Simons. Drives to the hoop. Power down with both hands.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off. Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Irving against Simons. Doncic outside. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Here's Doncic.
You know, Nurkic, it's hard to get around him. Also, hard to shoot over him.
Offensive rebound. McGee the pass to Powell. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 6. Pass to McGee. Shoots over Nurkic. McGee's shot is off.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Thibault the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Grant. Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. And Nurkic gets it to go.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He totaled.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Flashing that limitless range once again. Lillard is a phenomenal shooter. You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
From deep three-point range, and the Trailblazers another 3.
You gotta love to see Damian Lillard light it up like this on offense, making a big effort to deliver for his squad.
2 big marks there, you're right. And the last 2 lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets.
They need this. McGee's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Lillard with it. Now Green defending. From deep. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Outside Irving. They kick it out to Green from deep. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Irving. Over Thibault. Deflects the pass. Powell. And the layup is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Grant outside. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Green dishes to Powell. Back to Green. The kick out to Irving. Powell, the pass to Irving. Good. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
A masterful finisher. The closer Kyrie is to the bucket, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And stolen by Thibault. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Pass to Sharp. Nurkic, a screen on Irving. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Here's Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The essence of the game is deception. And Kyrie, one of the best in the business.
Dallas making a switch here. Ntilikina's checked in.
And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk.
And the basket by Lillard.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And here is Grant. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Thibault. Kicks it out to Grant. From outside, off the mark. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 5. Irving for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Now Lillard. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back.
36. The Mavericks, 31.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got JaVale McGee. Green is out there with Powell. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Ntilikina in at the 1.
Good touch from Jeremy Grant, able to get himself inside and get the job done.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Hardaway comes in for Josh Green. And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Lillard missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Goes up on the wing. The Mavericks rebound. Hardaway for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Grant kicks to Thibault. Back to Grant. Thibault on the wing. Over to the wing. Sharp, the pass to Lillard. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Nurkic, a screen on Powell. Here's Simons. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Beautiful move by Anthony Simons, making it a and one opportunity.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that. And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head, force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Passes it to Kleba, kicks to Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Kleba. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 10. Ibo on the wing. Launches it. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Simons against Hardaway. Driving inside.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact phase him.
Will it go? Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
For Dallas, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Shooting for Dallas.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Sharp, takes it inside.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court, but they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Simons surveying the D.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. That shot off. Mavericks trail by 10. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Radish, he's checked in for Portland.
Cameron Radish.
Hardaway against Simon. Driving to the basket. Not going to go that time. Good D by Hardaway. Here's Hardy. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Just 4 points. Look at that.
Nice. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Trailblazers leading by 12.
Mavericks foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Green comes in for Hardaway. Irving's checked in for Hardy. And Doncic is subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. Simons from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Doncic outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got 17 now.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Mavericks trail by 10. To the inside. They kick it out to Green. Off target from outside. Now the pass to Simons. Over Green. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Down low, here's Powell. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Lillard way outside. Bullock with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 11. Outside Irving. He kicks it to Powell. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Thibault. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Simons. Grant with a screen on Irving. And he drives in, and he dunks it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. The 3 for Doncic. And no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Lillard from deep three-point land. Latrey. Mavericks with the rebound. Irving with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Irving kicks to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers leading by 13. Lillard way outside. With the drive, and then Lillard slams it in.
How about that finish from Dame? Going up with force right there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Mavericks trail by 16. Outside Green. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Doncic fires from way outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nurkic a screen on Green. Here's Lillard. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Fades and shoots. Grant finds Lillard. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Lillard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Thibault, the pass to Simons. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nobody near Lillard. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Lillard's got 39.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Irving. Nurkic with the block.
When Nurkic blocks shots, you feel it. An impactful defender.
Lillard with it. From deep three-point range, misses. And so Portland takes this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And that is what I'm talking about. Wow.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And here's Conley. This one for 3. Simons with a rebound. And here's Portland. Now Lillard from deep three-point range. And he can't get that one. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Conley finds Towns. Fires the 3. Takes a 3. Outside McDaniels. Edwards for 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Outside Thibault. Grant against Towns. On the wing, Simons. Thibault passes to Simons. Clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Now here's Conley, defended by Lillard. Out left to the wing. Here's Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
For Portland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Lillard against Edwards. Lillard outside. Nurkic a screen on Edwards. The 3, here's Lillard. Knocks it down from distance. Lillard's got 5 now.
And now Damian Lillard has got that 3-ball swagger going.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Outside Conley. Fires for 3. And no good. And it's Portland the other way. Thibault passes to Grant. Nurkic a screen on Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's Simons with a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves trail. The crossover. The kick out to Conley. There's the 3. Rebounded by Nurkic.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Lillard outside. Here's the teardrop. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters. And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Takes it inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Towns a screen on Thibault. Edwards a pass to McDaniels. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing!
Man,
And he jams it home with authority.
one-handed tomahawk. That's a guaranteed highlight, VA.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Towns for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simon is outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes a turnaround, Jay. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Towns has got his second basket.
And man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Trailblazers up 1.
Fans, your Trailblazers, you stand team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Well, everyone knows Lillard is one of the league's best scorers off the pick and roll, so he chooses this time to make the assist. All the rumors swirling about the Blazers and whether they trade Damian Lillard or not, but he decided to keep him in Portland, build around him, and try to make the most of this shining star's window.
Here's Thibault. That three's off the mark. Timberwolves shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to Daniels. Towns for 3. He buries it from 3. Towns has got 7 points in the game. Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but BA, how do you give full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So we'll rework the roster. We'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on Dame time.
You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Edwards for 3, and it's Portland with a rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Launches a 3, knocks down the triple. Thibault's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Gobert no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Thibault with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Stolen by Conley. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
First free throw is good.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern. It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Sends it home from three-point land. Towns has got 8 points here in the quarter.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size. These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Towns. From deep, Conley. Thibault with the board.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
For 3, here's Lillard. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Sharp. McDaniels covering.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And he can't hit the second.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 13. Nurkic, a screen on Edwards. Lillard against Edwards. 5 on the clock. It's Lillard with the drive.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And that one falls for Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns.
And so Towns nails them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Pass to Sharp. And here's Lillard. Fades and shoots. Buries it from 3. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
And this team relies on that kind of production coming at the hands of Damian Lillard.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Trailblazers leading
26. The Timberwolves. 25.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Taurean Prince, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Anderson in at the 4. Simons with it, and it's Gobert picking him up, and it's Simons missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
The 3. Anderson can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the middle. Reddish finds Simons. Nurkic a screen on Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Reddish. Inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Anderson. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Rivers. 5 to shoot.
Portland foul. Sharp. First personal foul. First team foul.
Blazers on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Brent's can't hit.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
And Brent Simons is one of those guards you love having in your rotation.
Yep, a volume three-point shooter. And the one thing about NBA that's standing out is the ability off the bounce to get to that shot. He's very good at it at a young age.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The handles right there from Simon. Great job of just creating enough space for him to do the damage.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Rivers. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Reed's checked in for Gobert.
Now on the floor for the Timberwolves, Naz Reid.
Portland leading. Simons with it. Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good job with Simons not hesitating. Just opened up for a split second. He was ready to fire.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Brent's can't hit. The Trailblazers has got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The drive by Simons. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Attacks always put pressure on the defense. It's a great attribute that Simons has as part of his offensive package.
Minnesota has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside, Anderson. Back to Rivers. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Rivers. He's covered by Simons. Just 4 to shoot. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Well, the Trailblazers shooting around 50% of the game so far. Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, with the exception of his rookie year. They've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball.
Reed passes to Anderson, to the paint. Here's Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Rivers. Alexander Walker. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Oh, I mean, just something else, man. Wow.
And make it happen.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Simons. Here he goes. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Back to Rivers. Pass to Prince. Shoots over Grant. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball.
Here's Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anderson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Simons. Can't get it to drop. So it's Minnesota now. 7-point differential. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Minnesota foul on Taurean Prince. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Edwards. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Up the floor. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish. Woo!
the whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
He gets it up. Doesn't go for him. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, leading by... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Shots good by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
McDaniels against Lillard. With the drive.
Out of the way! Wow! Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Lillard fires away from way outside. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Lillard.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on McDaniels. The 3, here's Lillard. He drops it from range. Lillard's got 23.
Now, those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of the season, gets more and more consistent with.
Conley passes to McDaniels. And he banks in the layup.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Grant with a screen on McDaniels. Lillard with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. Lillard can't get it to go.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And another basket for Minnesota.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
The steal. Down low. On the break. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Give him 20.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Here's Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Towns for 3, hits the trifecta. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Here's McDaniels. Uses the glass on the layup. McDaniels got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Grant with a screen on Conley. Simons. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Unloads from 13. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. And it's good.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Gobert. Money.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard passes to Nurkic. It's intercepted. Right side, McDaniels. So it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the...
the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Nobody near Irving. Kept alive from outside the arc. Good work defensively by Conley. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Pass to McGee. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Doncic outside. Powell sets a screen for Doncic. Outside Irving. That's tipped. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's McDaniels. Hits the three-point bomb.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And the 3 ball is good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Powell finds Doncic. Shot to stop the run.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area. And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Bullock with it. Edwards there. Here's McGee. Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Thanks so much, David.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position.
Oh, man! What a finish!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Irving passes to Pop. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Here's Edwards. Outside, Towns. From deep. That shot off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Inside, here's McGee. Up and in on the layup.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
And the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
34 seconds left in the first quarter. That one goes in.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Now here's Towns. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Passes it to Bullock. Kicks it to Powell. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's McGee in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Mavericks trail by 6. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. On the wing, Irving. Over by Conley. Irving kicks to Doncic. Powell with a screen on Towns. Doncic finds Irving. Top of the key. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
Towns is doubled. Here's McDaniels. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Powell. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Edwards into the lane. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Mavericks trail by 4. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Gobert with the block. Powell with the steal. On the wing, Irving. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Edwards, and there's the drive, and finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
And it's Doncic missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Here's Irving. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs, and really at that point in time was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Irving passes to Bullock. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
McGee sets the pick for Irving. He kicks it to Bullock. Pass to McGee. Irving against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Dallas again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
The Timberwolves, 28.
Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Taurean Prince is out there with Anderson. And it's Rivers. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Prince against Hardaway. Pass to Hardy. And it's Hardy with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. On defense, Dallas. 6-point game. Alexander Walker. And they recover it. Prince wide open. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Here's Ntilikina. Got a piece of it. Kleber against Anderson. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Hardy. The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid number.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas. They also got a new GM.
McGee's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Prince, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Here's Ntilikina, and they pick up 2. Ntilikina's got 4 points now in the quarter. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. The front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally, we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Dallas shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there. The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Ntilikina. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Now here's Hardy. Not a lot of room. Ntilikina passes to McGee. Now here's Hardy. Again the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Alexander Walker. Count it. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And stolen by Prince.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was. In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
From deep three-point range, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
For 3.
Mavericks trail by 17. 1:11 left to play in the 3rd. Hardy, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
From deep. The pass to Alexander Walker. Out to the right wing. Reed misses. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hardy. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hardy's got 5 points now this quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Anderson can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game.
The defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Mavericks have shot 6 of 7 at the line. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Conley kicks to Towns. His 3-pointers off the mark. Outside Hardaway. Ntilikina passes to Kleba. Missed inside. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Minnesota on top. They lead by 13. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Minnesota leading by 13. They got Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Doncic using quick, active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
To the middle, here's Gobert. Count that bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Dallas. Irving with it. He dishes it to Doncic. Powell sets a screen for Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
Mavericks trail by 9. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's McGee. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Conley. Timberwolves shooting reasonably well, 45%. Drops in the tray.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And a deep three from Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back at you 3. The revenge triple.
Powell with this screen on it. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards inside. Covered by Irving. And here's Conley outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, but plenty of time to get back in it.
And it's Doncic missing. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Conley's shot is off. Dallas has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. The three for Doncic. Up top, Powell, defended by Towns. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
Second free throw, no good. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Doncic looking it over. There's the triple.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 19 points.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Here's Powell. The kick out to Irving. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Conley gets the bucket.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around
for Minnesota.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Towns, a screen on Doncic. Edwards can't hit. Doncic kicks to Irving. Sinks the triple.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
Passes it to Gobert. Back to Conley. From deep three-point range, Mavericks with the rebound. And a deep three from Irving. Another three for Dallas.
Well, his flair for the spectacular has you holding your breath every time Kyrie has the ball.
From deep. He can't get it to go. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Thank you.
Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So here's Portland's starting group. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3 slot.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
Here's Doncic, following the bucket by the Blazers. And a miss there on the triple. Now Lillard. Up and over Doncic. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Irving for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Kyrie Irving is a 3-level scorer. The three-point shot is definitely in his arsenal.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Now here's Grant. Thibault passes to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Powell finds Doncic. The 3 is up. And out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. For 3, here's Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Lillard against Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Simons has the open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Doncic against Lillard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You can see Luka Doncic has the body, the handle, the footwork, and the savvy to draw fouls. That is nicely done. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Lillard outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's not going to be shy about using the three-point shot. Lillard has to be effective beyond the arc to keep the D honest.
And here's Doncic outside. Outside for Irving. A shot from the high post. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, smart play by Kyrie Irving. Just gets on the board in the mid-range.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Clock at 4. Grant the screen. From the arc. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Boy, guys, with that appearance in the Western Conference Finals, it certainly feels like the Dallas Mavericks took a huge step forward. They played to their strengths. Obviously, the axis is Luka Doncic and his incredible skill set.
Man, good whistle there.
Right. It almost seems like last year we were seeing the team Dallas had been waiting for, Doris.
It seems, B.A., they finally figured out what pieces need to be fit around Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need high-caliber shooting across positions. The one thing I think they need to continue thinking about is that rim protector and vertical threat.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Got it. Lillard's got 8.
This shows how tough Lillard is. Welcomes the contact and pushes his way past it.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Powell puts the move on. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And here's Lillard. Give him 8 points now. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The range Dame possesses is exceptional. That's what it takes to be logo Lillard.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Lets it go from deep. Outside for Grant. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Goes back up. Pass to Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 13 points in the game.
One touch from the inside. Lillard being assertive and wanting to convert in close.
Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Puts it up off the inbound. And he lays it in.
You expect big numbers from Lillard on offense. His productive habits always seem to pay off.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Portland. He dropped 3 threes. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
They've got Reggie Bullock, Dwight Powell out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's McGee. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
To the inside. Pass to Bullock. Outside for Irving. The three. The Mavericks rebound. Doncic with it. From deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Dallas, no good that time either. Portland has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Close them in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Lillard. Thibault finds Lillard. The offensive rebound. Here's Simons. Outside Thibault. Lillard outside. Back to Thibault. Out to the right wing. From deep. And it's Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team's spacing.
Kicks it to Doncic. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Irving for three. The Mavericks rebound. Takes the three. And it's Doncic missing. Portland has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Grant, the pass to Simon. On the take. Ooh, McGee with the block. Irving against Lillard. Over Irving. Pass to Grant. Now Lillard. They shoot again. Lillard can't get that one to fall. The Mavericks trailing. Right side, Irving. Powell outside. Shot to end the cold streak. No good. A bit long that time. For Portland, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second.
And you know, you felt this coming ever since summer league. The idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
And so he makes both from the line. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 41% in this game. Here's Kleba. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Hardy. Outside Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Hardaway. Knocks down the long J. Hardaway's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Driving in. The Trailblazers rebound. Nurkic passes to Lillard. Grant outside. Here's Sharp, covered by McGee. Lillard outside. Fires from deep. With 1 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
Kleba, screen on Lillard. To the wing on the left. Grant with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Left side, Hardaway. Pass to McGee. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard.
The Trailblazers, 29.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Simons, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Kleba with a screen. The 3, Hardy. No good that time. Portland leading. Here's Simons, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Hardaway against Thibault. To the right side. McGee for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Portland has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Simons outside. 5 on the clock. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Simons. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. and he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Across the league, we've seen a lower number of free throw shots per game. Doris, has that stuck out to you?
I think we've all noticed it, certainly, Brian. And there was a long stretch of time where the rules tilted heavily in favor of the offensive player. I think now the league is trying to get back to a happy medium where the physicality is allowed to just go up just a touch. And I think it's 100% appropriate.
The three, Hardy. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Ntilikina's reach and athleticism is absolutely a factor inside. He can score it in there, make no mistake.
And it's Simons penetrating, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. The Trailblazers have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Here's Simons, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Here's McGee. Pass to Ntilikina. Out to Kleba. Takes a three. The Mavericks rebound. Hardaway on the wing. Here's McGee. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. McGee's got his second basket of the game. For Portland, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Kleba outside. Pass to Hardy. Lets the three fly. Here's McGee, and McGee with the stuff.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Oh! And he goes in for the dunk.
Climbing the ladder for the 360 flush. Ridiculous bounce.
He went so high for that one. Wow. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 9-point game to the paint. It's stolen by Nurkic.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
Here's Simons. And there goes. Oh, wow!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Ntilikina. And Nurkic with the block.
Showing off the timing and awareness defensively. Better think twice before challenging Nurkic.
Reggie Bullock. Kyrie Irving.
So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 11. 4 on the clock. And the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 11.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Simons. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Right there.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Ask any of the elite defenders in the NBA, and they'll tell you Doncic is one of the toughest to guard. He's got size. He's got skill. He can get downhill. He mixes his pace. So much to contend with when you're dealing with Luka Doncic.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Dwight Powell out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to McGee. McGee, a screen on Simons. Irving for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's just a master of understanding pick and roll and how to develop a quality shot. Such a dangerous guy in those sets.
Simons against Doncic. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
For 3, here's Lillard. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Irving. Powell sets a screen. Second chance effort. The shot that time not on target. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard outside. Grant with a screen on Doncic. Here's Lillard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Dwight Powell.
A guy that's been overlooked at nearly every level. I admire Lillard's ability to use outside noise as fuel to his fire.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Irving against Simons. And it's Irving missing. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. Here's Lillard driving inside and slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Kyrie Irving. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Trailblazers.
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. The Mavericks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a 3. That is tough.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Bullock puts it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Got a piece of it. Doncic with it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Simons finds Grant. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Powell. There's the triple. And they get it back. Pass to Grant. Right wing. 6 to shoot. For 3, here's Lillard. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Offensive rebound. Doncic outside. 3-pointer. And it's Portland with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Lillard against Irving. Here's Lillard. Counted. Lillard's got 33.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
The 3 is up. And it's Doncic missing. Simons against Irving. Grant, the pass to Nurkic. Now Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. Lillard can't get it to go.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And here's Doncic outside. Launches a three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
First team foul.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that trims the lead to 6. 8 seconds left in the game. Lillard fires away from... Oh! Wow! Look at that range!
Oh, what an incredible shot!
So it's Portland picking up the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.